I have to tell you, it's so funny. So I put on these glasses and I'm driving and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that I couldn't see clearly. And the whole time I'm driving, I'm taking my lenses off and putting them back on, off and on, off and on. And I'm thinking to myself, you've got to be kidding me. Hello and welcome back to Keeping It Real with Keri. Okay, I have a very funny story that is not only going to show my age, but it's also going to show you that I'm a bit of a dork. However, I was so excited to share this with you because I know that if I had a bit of an aha, that you might too. So the other day I had some free time. Okay, that alone is remarkable. And I live here in Carlsbad, which is outside of San Diego. And there's a place called the Forum, which has some really cute little shops. So I had to return some things from the holidays and was walking around, kind of killing some time, which again, by itself is a miracle. And I'm walking around, I was going to go into the Mac store and then I was going to go into Apple. And as I'm walking by, I see this eyeglass shop. And I thought to myself, it's probably that time. You know, I keep getting called out for squinting when I'm looking at things and I'm in front of a computer all day and I have my blue blockers, but I really don't have any sort of, corrective lenses. So I'm like, it's probably that time in life where I should go get my eyes checked. So I walk in to this store and see if they have a doctor available, and they do. And so I go back and I get my eye test. Now, I thought I needed glasses, if any glasses, for reading up close or for my computer, since I know my eyes get tired since I'm on it all day. You can relate, right? And so she asked me, how are your eyes when you're driving? I said, oh, they're totally fine. In fact, my husband's the one that needs to wear glasses at night. I'm the driver. And so she's like, okay, well, let's just test your eyes. So, we put on all the lenses and the wonky gear and she's checking my eyes. And so she's like, you need a prescription for both. I would highly recommend you have far-sighted glasses and near-sighted glasses for, the different activities that you're doing. And I thought, really? I need glasses for driving? So I'm like, okay, fine. I order a pair of glasses for both. So yesterday in the mail, I receive my pair of glasses for my driving. And I have to tell you, I'm on my way to my personal trainer appointment, which is one of the things I'm committing to this year, just better health, more bone density, greater muscle mass. And I have to tell you, it's so funny. So I put on these glasses and I'm driving and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that I couldn't see clearly. And the whole time I'm driving, I'm taking my lenses off and putting them back on, off and on, off and on. And I'm thinking to myself, you've got to be kidding me. Like this whole time, I thought that I could see perfectly, that I could see the signs. Now, granted, sometimes I'd have to squint a little bit, but overall, I thought my eyesight was pretty stellar. Come to find out, life is a whole lot clearer when I have these glasses on. So these are my driving glasses. I feel very sophisticated and mature in my look. I'd love to know, what do you think? Did I pick out a good frame, a good pair? But here is the metaphor. Here's the juicy nugget. Is here I am driving around thinking I see everything just fine. I don't need glasses. And it wasn't until I stopped and thought to myself, maybe I should double check if I'm seeing the world through the right set of lenses. And how often in life, especially if you're growing a business, do you feel like, no, I see everything just fine? And we don't even realize that what we see is blurry, that what we see, we can't articulate or feels, confusing because we think we're seeing just fine. So my analogy for all of this, and what I'd love for you to consider is, they talk about four levels of competence. I'm going to break it down to three, which is these three things. I know what I know, right? As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a human being, like, you know what you're really good at, you know what you love, you know what you believe, you know what you're passionate about, and you know the things that you're not, right? You have a level of competence of knowing. Level number two is I know what I don't know. Holy moly, I'm in that level a whole lot. Like, in order for me to go to a place I haven't been, I realize there are a lot of things that I don't know. It's why I hire consultants, why I invest in trainings, why I continue to hire and uplevel my team. But then there's the third level, and this is where it gets a little tricky for most of us. And that is, we don't know what we don't know, right? We don't even know. We don't know that we're looking through life through blurry lenses. We don't know that there's a prescription to help us see things a whole lot clearer. So my advice to you is not only go get your eyes checked, highly recommend you go make that appointment. Game changer for me. Nope, I'm not in my 40s. I don't know what you're talking about. But what a great analogy, what a great metaphor for just life. Because if you want to get to a place in 2024 that you have never been, you need to look around and say, what do I know? What do I know, right? What am I committed to? What is my vision? What is my non-negotiable? What do I not know? And then do you even take a minute to think about, I don't know what I don't know. And this is where, for me, I can humbly say, I've invested so much in personal development, personal coaches, even my personal trainer. I was a group exercise instructor for over 20 years. Oh yeah, step aerobics, Pilates, spin, you call it cycling, that thing on a recumbent bike. Did that for years. And I know my way around a gym. I know how to lift weights, back and arms, chest and shoulders, legs. And seeing this new personal trainer, first of all, I was bored. I didn't want to go back to the gym, but I also wanted to get a different perspective. And I have to tell you, what he's having me do are things that I would never do at the gym. And he sees things in my alignment and my muscle structure and how I carry myself. And he can fine tune and pick out immediately what I need to strengthen and what I need to work on. See, that's a good coach. A good coach can look at you and see things that you can't see, because you're in the hustle and bustle of it all. You're doing all the things, you know what you know, and you know what you don't know, but there's a whole level of, I don't know what I don't know. And when you find the right team, when you invest in the right coaches, your world opens up in ways that you could not have imagined. And I'm not saying this because I am a coach, but it is one of the gifts that I have, is I see possibility in you that you just don't have the lenses to see yourself. And so often we need to bring in team. We need to bring in support, right? We need to bring in the people that are going to help us shape into what it is and who it is we need to become to bring that dream to life. So your takeaway from this Keeping It Real with Keri today is, number one, go get your eyes checked. Number two, really assess those three levels in your life, those three levels of competence. Take a moment and ask yourself, what do I need clarity on? Is it time to finally hire that team member? Because you know that in order to grow, you can't keep doing the things you've been doing. Maybe you're doing all the free trainings, you're doing all the webinars, you're trying to suck in all that you can, but you don't have accountability, you don't have implementation support, and you're not sure how to take all those things that you're learning and apply them to your business to get the maximum results, right? So investing in team, I will tell you, it is so important, because my team is constantly showing me my blind spots. And I have a lot of them. They're constantly saying, Keri, what about this? Have you thought about this? Right? And I'm so grateful for that team, because I can't see what I can't see. And then the third thing is to really understand that you have to ask for help. And I know, especially as women, this is very challenging for us. We want to be able to do it all, have it all, be it all. But girl, I am telling you, not asking for help is not a strength. It's not showing leadership. When you ask for help, when my friends ask for help, when my other 7, 8, and 9-figure friends are saying, hey, I need support around this, like that is leadership. That is accountability. That is saying, like, I know what I don't know and I need help around this. I feel like I'm there a lot with having a 3 and an 8-year-old, running a multi 7-figure business, constantly juggling team and ideas. And yet I hold my vision. That is clear. That is what I know that I know. But I will tell you, putting on these lenses and driving, I did not know I couldn't see. I did not know that things could be so much clearer. So, where do you need clarity? What do you need to assess? What do you need next? And what is it that you're committed to? I would love to know. So if you would, like, please post a comment, share your thoughts. Let me know if I'm just old or if this makes sense, because these are the types of things I want to continue to share with you. I know we all have a lot to juggle. I know that building a business is not easy. And as I continue to grow and learn, I want to be able to turn right back around and say, holy schmoly, like, look at this big aha I had. And for you to learn not only from my successes, but the many mistakes I get to make on a regular basis as I'm building inspired living into the empire that I see it. So thank you for being with me today. I hope I inspired you to go get your eyes checked, but to really assess, like, where are you walking around fuzzy? Like, what do you think is clear, where if you only had some outside perspective, if you only changed your lenses a little bit, and that's what's so great about these glasses, like, it doesn't totally change what I see. It just makes it so much clearer. And I know that when we are clear, when our conscious is connected, when we know where we're going, how we show up is clearer, how we make decisions is clearer, and how we make money becomes a whole lot easier. So I would love to hear from you. Please post in the comments, DM me on Instagram. You can find me just about anywhere there is social media, but I really want to build this relationship with you. I would love to know your thoughts around this episode. And I want to know when the last time is you got your eyes checked. All right, my beautiful friend, thank you so much for being with me. Can't wait to read your comments. And I will see you on the next episode of Keeping It Real with Keri.